lady. Yarr. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah. I promise you a boxing prediction, eh? May the 20th. La 20. We are here, baby. Devin Haney versus Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko. Let's go. It's time. Your prediction is here as I prepare it for you. Twitter Live, what up? YouTube Premium, what's going on? Get your pens ready. We about to get you paid. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Hi! Arr! Let's go. Eddie Guerrero, this is for you, Camille. Mi amigo. Respect to the legend, the one and only Eddie Guerrero, the greatest luchador of all time in my generation. Chavito, bring my car. Los coches, órale. Bring my car, okay? Let's go. Evening, afternoon boxing fans. To the lovers of boxing, the lovers of the sweet science. These. Oh, yes, it's that time. It's that time. Today, we're going to keep it very swift when it comes to the boxing business. The business I mastered after 15 years in amateur. The real business where there is no takedowns involved. The sweet science this weekend. MMA, we don't have anything for MMA for you guys. You guys gonna have to Google that yourselves. This is strictly a boxing affair this weekend. We got on the left side the challenger, Vasily Lomachenko. On the right hand side, the defending, the reigning undisputed champion, Mr. Devin Haney, who will be defending his belt. All four versus Don Vasily the Matrix. After collecting it, defending it from the land of down unders, from where Kangaroo Jack dwell in Australia. Oh yes, that's what we got for you tomorrow night. The big one. Now, before I get to that, there is a boxing thing I would like to address here. We all know about the young man who call himself, what they call himself, the Gypsy King, he call himself. Or should I say the Gypsy Queen? The way he's been running away from Usyk. Now, this young man came to the United States with Mexico on his traveling affair. Because I have to address you in the language that you understand, Mr. Fury. Since you live in Manchester, right, mate? Am I right, mate? Let me address you in your language. Let me begin. Now, this big boy, or should I say fat boy, had a contract to sign to fight Alexander Usyk recently, and he refused to sign the contract for whatever reason. I have no idea. Besides being hurry. You were scared like a coward to sign the contract with Usyk, even though he proposed to you that he was ready to fight you on your last fight. When you won your last bout against, I believe it was Dylan White, I remember in that very ring, they had three fighters to interview you. Frances Ngannou was there. I would like to fight him. I'd like to fight him. I want to fight him immediately. I'd like to fight him. I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry because Dana said that I will not give me contract to fight in UFC. I would like to fight him. And then, when Frances Ngannou, who got kicked by the UFC off the curb, now he's fighting for the PFL, step aside, I believe Joe Joyce was next to fight you. Am I right, Tyson Fury? Say if I'm wrong. Uh, uh. Joe Joyce, unfortunately, I did not want him to lose that fight. And he lost against the guy from China, the big heavyweight guy, Zhang. And then Tyson Fury Remember who's on the ringside? Alexander Usyk, Vanya. Comrade was there watching the whole time. The real undisputed champion of the current heavyweight division. The pound for pound undefeated cruiserweight champion. He was there in the ring watching you while you were dancing around with the I'm the Lineage Ring Magazine, the brrr, and I am the WBC. Sign the contract. You see, me, I can tap into the mind of Alexander Usyk to speak on his behalf for you. Every time we have the contract ready for him to fight, he refuses to sign it. He don't sign contract. He don't want to sign contract. I don't know why. Zuboy, sign contract now. Like Lomachenko told Devin Haney, I remember I did not give you fight. Fight now. Use the linear champion, right? Make John L. Sullivan proud that you're the lineal champion. Says you want to talk like him. Grow a mustache. And defend the belt like he did. This lineal thing been going on in boxing for too long. I am this and that. Do it now. It's time. 2023. Don't get that little wet feet. Where you get that little, oh, I don't want to step in there. He says, I don't want to fight. He says, do it now. Don't back down like you was in the 1800s, bro, from a fight. And pick your fighters because of this or that. Don't give me that nonsense. You're the lineal champion, right? That's what you are, right? Do it now. Instead of going on Twitter, going back and forth with Joe Rogan, I would like to slap Joe Rogan. That's between you and him. You'll handle that. The bald-headed man I want you to fight is not him. Joe Rogan does MMA and Taekwondo. Usyk. So you can feel the chill of Siberian weather inside that very ring, bro, if you want to step foot in there. Don't sit there and hide there and eating Cheetos and talking nonsense that you want to fight because you're the lineal champion WBC. Deontay Wilder was a WBC champion. Should I call him a lineal champion? Because he knocked out, let me guess, Bermond Steven. He knocked out Ortiz, who was like 47th. No disrespect to Deontay Wilder. Bomb Squad. What's going on, baby? Alabama, what's going on? You're a champ, eh? If you don't sign this contract, the Sikh is telling you to sign from Saudi Arabia, bro. Do you know, Tyson, that your chance will go to Deontay Wilder? He'll be the one fighting Usyk for the undisputed belts. Fat boy. You running your mouth on Twitter like you are we can do that because we comment and we call fights. We do predictions. You are a fighter, right? Or are you retired? Which one are you, bro? You have not yet retired from eating chorizos, but you want to step in the conversation and to debate with jokers on, oh, I want to fight John Jones. This man does this every time to steal the limelight from the real fighters when they have a big bout going on. You know who used to do this? Floyd Money Mayweather. And even Floyd, like, man, I got to stop playing with them youngsters online, but you guys be roasting me too much. Like, and that last fight when Gervonta Davis fought, Floyd Mayweather stepped back. Do you know why he stepped back? Floyd know that we would be like, hey, Unc, look here. They sent the time, Unc. You had your time. You were the man for 21 years, right, Unc? 25 years, 30 years. This is Gervonta Davis' time to shine. And Floyd graciously stepped in the ring and looked at the crowd and waved, as you're supposed to get the respect you deserve. You see Mike Tyson? That's why I love Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, I don't know what he does before the boxing matches, but Mike Tyson be relaxed. Mike Tyson is the most relaxed boxing fans there is. Mike Tyson sit there, you're like, man, Unc be on that. Unc is up there right now with the gods. Unc be sitting there like this, like, man, my name is Mike Tyson. You know who I am. Man, let's make it square. Just take a picture already. You know who I am. Just take a picture already. Take a picture already if you're going to take a picture. I'm Mike Tyson. You know who I am. I'm square. Mike Tyson don't have time to play. He had his time as a heavyweight champion, the most dominant, most ferocious knockout artist there was in the heavyweight division, which you are not, Tyson. Your first fight versus Deontay Wilder was given to you. We know that. Even though it was a draw, they ran it again, and you knocked Deontay Wilder out. That I respect when you knock Deontay out, or you knock Deontay out. But fat boy, you are summoning Alexander Usyk, a man who can clean your clots in 12 rounds without a single punch being thrown. Why is this? Cardio is on Usyk's side, not yours. Quickness is on Usyk's side, not yours. Speed and precision is on Usyk's side, not yours. Usyk demolished Anthony Joshua like he was nothing. That's the same Joshua who knocked out Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley. Or was it in Saudi Arabia? No. That's the same Vladimir Klitschko that you took the belts from in Dusseldorf, Germany in 2014. Oh, you must have forgot, like Roy Jones like to say. You must have forgot. It's the same man who knocked out Vladimir Klitschko, which you both beat, you and Joshua. You saw what Usyk did to him for 12 rounds. What is your chance, big boy? Hey. This man will beat you for 12 rounds and twist your nipples to squeeze the fat out of your ass for 12 rounds. Hey. Big boy, you're not ready to face what this nightmare this guy brings. Alexander Usyk is your worst nightmare. And I know why you are delaying this contract. And now you want to fight all of a sudden in the summer. Oh yes, now I will accept this split purse. No, you didn't want to accept this split purse. You wanted $120 million for the fight. The host of the fight in Saudi Arabia said he will not put up with it. You're either gonna outprice yourself for that bout, or you will step aside and let Deontay Wilder get his title shot, or Andy Ruiz get his title shot against Alexander Usyk. Who's more willingly to oblige this ass whooping on you on behalf of Joe Rogan? If you are willing to step foot inside the ring. And then I hear a rumor he wants to fight John Bon Jones. As you can see my reaction to this announcement, this rumor. He wants to fight John Bon Jones in the UFC and an MMA fight. Folks, look at my face. Look at my reaction to this. Look at Tyson Fury and look at John Jones. When it comes to being in shape, just on the weight scale, they would declare the fight a disqualification. On the weight scale, bro. But seriously, man, quit playing, okay? You're playing with fire. All you gotta do is sign a contract, date and time of when you want this, because you say you want this in Wembley, right? Comrade will be more than happy to oblige in Wembley. Okay? And then, after Usyk finish with you, and take that little WBC belt and that Ring magazine, the lineage thing, I don't know if there is a belt for that, because nobody can take that from you because it's your imagination. You're not the grandson of John L. Sullivan, but you claim to be a lineal champion. If his sons were fighting in this generation like the young Nico Ali, who is the grandson of Muhammad Ali, I would be like, okay, lineal by blood ties. Perhaps we have to do a DNA test to see if you are tied to John L. Sullivan, because that's the only Irishman I respect when it comes to boxing, in heavyweight division, because he was a bad motherfucker that he was, as the very first world heavyweight champion. Yes, I just said that, YouTube. Beep! John L. Sullivan is the biggest Irish boxer I've known from that division. The very first of his kind when the belt was invented. And even he did not take the fight against Jack Johnson. There was a Canadian heavyweight boxer who actually fought Papa Jack Johnson from Galveston, Texas. So that lineal thing that you said, unless that your father is not your real father, which we have to do a DNA test, this lineal imagination belt that you have in your mind, we have to check it out to see if you're really John L. Sullivan's son. Because I don't know, he keeps saying he's a lineal champion. Again, I'm going to defend all the North American boxers in the heavyweight division, from Lamont Steven, Deontay Wilder, Luis King Kong Ortiz from Cuba, David Ruiz from Mexico, from California, via Mexico, who beat Anthony Joshua. You see, he's scared of who can take him out. I know what you're doing. Floyd used to pick his fighters to at a certain point until we got after. We were like, Floyd, you got to fight them people we want to fight. And then there was a big delay with the Pacquiao fight, which took them near a decade. Uh, you're gonna fight Usyk now. Since you say you want to fight him now, we want to see the contract when he signed the proof. All boxing fans want to see the contract put a sign written with the date, and then I'll take you serious again as a WBC champion, as a Ring Magazine champion. Sign the contract, okay? You've been talking all that stuff here. We'll sign contract. I look at contract next sign. Now, please step foot inside the rectangular ring or the square one so I can whoop your ass proper. Okay, Vanya? No more talk. Fight. Sheesh. Now, moving on to the co-main event. Before I do, there is a pre-main event to the co. Now, the fight before the co-main event will be Oscar Valdez. That's your pick for this weekend, folks. Oscar Valdez is coming from a loss by the hand of my favorite fighter, Shakur Sugar Ray Robinson Jr. Stevenson. And I expect Oscar Valdez to deliver at the featherweight this Saturday to get you guys your money. Now, after we finish with that, we're moving on straight to the co-main event where Maloney from Great Britain will be fighting Mr. Nagatomi, I believe his name is, from Japan. Homeboy, you don't stand a chance for the belt. This fight will not go for 12 rounds. You will be knocked out by round 10. Mr. Nagatomi, I will pray for you, for your well-being. Because this young man here, I've seen his last two fights, he reminds me of a young, brash, violent, arrogant Ricky Hatton. And that right hand will come for you, bro. And it will be good night, Irene. Konnichiwa. So, again, you're a good fighter. I get it. Because you got this far to a championship fight. But you will be put to bed by round 10. Eh. Now, moving on to the main one. The one I'm here to discuss. The big one. The one everybody's been talking about. Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko. The Dream versus the Matrix. Folks, put your money down for a decision, 12 rounds. There will not be a knockout because these two guys are not designed for knockouts. However, you are going to witness boxing at its pure form when these two gladiators step inside the square. Now, when it comes to Lomachenko, he will bring a 17-2 record with 11 knockout. Devin Haney, 29-0. I believe he's 16 knockouts. But in his last 5 matches, he have not had a knockout success, as well as Lomachenko. But these two guys are very dominant when it comes to going 12 rounds. Cardio is there. Everything is there. Everything you love in amateur boxing. The basic, the fundamentals. It's all there for you to choose from. Your props will be there to select from. When it comes to Devin Haney, you got something to prove. More than Lomachenko at the age of 24. Because when Lomachenko was at the height, when it comes to undisputed belt in boxing nowadays, people forgot. Lomachenko was the one who invented the undisputed belts. Nobody wanted to put their belts on the line. Oh, not me. I just got this belt. Let me get this money. I don't want to sacrifice my belt for you. I don't want. You might take it from me and take my food from my family. Lomachenko was the first one to put the. Oh, he came up with this idea of in boxing, just like in the UFC, there should not be one champion. There should be only one undisputed champion. This was Lomachenko's idea for boxing, which all boxers now who are undisputed champions are reaping the benefits. It was him. Go look on the records who came with the notions of only one champion. All belts should be claimed by. It was Vasily. But at that time, he was the super lightweight champion, because I was watching all his fight on ESPN at the Madison Square Garden, the mini version of Madison Square Garden. And when he was fighting at Madison Square Garden, like he was fighting like fighters that were not up to his caliber yet. And I was watching Lomachenko ragdoll these guys like left and right for 12 rounds. But this Saturday night, he will be fighting a well-oiled machine in Devin Haney. 24 years old, well experienced with the fist. So before we jump into the fight, I would like to give thanks to the man himself who make this all possible from Top Rank, Barbarian, from the Zone Boxing, Eddie Hearn, student of the game by his father, who made all this possible. Because it's rare to see a the Zone fighter fight a top rank fighter. Because nowadays I'm looking at the PBC versus Top Rank. We have been held hostage to be entertained by pure pugilists in boxing because I've been waiting for Terrence Bud Crawford to sign the contract with Errol Spence. PBC said they want this amount of money. Top Rank said they want this amount of money. The fighters want to fight, but management don't want the fight to happen. I don't want. That's why I've been asking, I've been yearning, I've been begging for Tyson to sign the contract to fight Usyk. Nobody want to wait no more. We're not getting no younger, okay? By the time this fight happen, I will be walking on a stick like Master Yoda. By the time you two decide to get, and I don't want to wait this long. Make it happen now. Usyk is ready. You should be ready too. But again, to get back to the main event of this big fight tomorrow night. And I was watching a fight recently when Canelo fought in Guadalajara in front of his home crowd for his homecoming fight. The biggest entrance of a boxing match I've ever seen. But the expectation was too much. People were expecting him to knock out his opponent. It did not happen. As Benavides foretold. Me, I would make my prediction here that there will not be a knockout. We will go for all 12 rounds and may the best man win because I'm calling this 50-50 down the middle. Only difference is I will pick Devin Haney to win the fight because of his youth, his vigor, and he will come in this match ready with the intention to knock out, even though he hasn't done it in the last match bouts. He will come with every intention to get a TKO or a KO. He will try for 12 rounds. But Lomachenko being elusive as he is, he will not allow this to happen. And that's why I will go to a decision when it comes to Devin Haney winning the fight. Lomachenko is 35 years old. This is the crossroad fight for him. In boxing, we call this, you either win or you retire. Win the fight, you become a god. Lose the fight, you retire. Because the young generation, we're not gonna like have champions like Pacquiao and Mayweather again, like at 44 years old holding belts. These days are over in boxing. When you get to 35, 36, you either win the big ones, you become a legend, or you step aside and then let the young generation enjoy their boxing. Oh, Terrence Crawford now is 35 years old. This fight with Errol Spence got to happen now before he become like 36, 37. Because at that time, you will not be able to even advertise the fight. People are going to be like, nobody want to watch this mess. So this is why this Saturday, you're going to see one of the best boxing matches you've ever seen in your life when it comes to super lightweight and lightweight. You're going to watch two boxers get down, not with aggression, but proper boxing. That's what you're going to see this Saturday. So, for the main event, when it comes to height, Devin Haney have the height advantage with a reach of 80 centimeters compared to Lomachenko who's at 70. Now I see the way that they are building Lomachenko as a southpaw for this match. Nope. I expect Lomachenko to switch stance just like Gervonta Davis because they both have the same style except Gervonta Davis is a baby Mike Tyson. He's a pit bull out there. Gervonta Davis finish men. Pause. Jeez, shout out to troops. Devontae Davis is not the type of play with you when you get in that ring. Neither is Devin Haney or Lomachenko. They don't play. Only thing is they like to embarrass their opponents. These two fighters. It is rare to find in boxing that two fighters are willing to embarrass one another for 12 rounds. This is what we're about to have this Saturday. Okay? So, so to all the bookmakers out there, you guys gonna have fun because the thing is, this fight for the first time, nobody know how this one's gonna go. 50-50. I would like to thank the fathers of these two boxers. And Lomachenko, now I'm gonna make you all laugh now, because now it's laughing time. When Lomachenko became a boxer, before he became a boxer, his father put him in a ballerina class, which is funny. Lomachenko was like, man, I want to box now. I don't have time for this nonsense. That's why he's a switch hitter. That's why he's gonna be dangerous for Devin Haney. You have to keep an eye on that, Devin Haney. Because you are probably expect they both got that southpaw ability. When Devin Haney was 17 or 15 to 17 years old, his father took him to Mexico to learn proper machismo boxing, fighting in the pocket, but in rhythm, the salsa style. Cause you know when it comes to lightweights, no one does it better in North America when it comes to African American boxers and the Mexican boxers. It's their stuff. And we young Haitian boxers now, perhaps in this generation or 30 years ago, are coming up in the game. Young Haitian American or young Haitian North Americans or Canadian Americans are coming up in the game when it comes to the in the pocket. Jean Pascal, I believe in Quebec, came up with that style, and even he took a few lessons from the Mexicans. Now, Devin Haney mastered that art down there for like 4.5 years before he came back to Las Vegas, even though he's born in San Francisco, California. Big Bill Haney, respect to Big Billy. Big Bill took him to Mexico to learn that style. Fight in the pocket, but you are playing with danger like you're playing with a snake in the eye of danger. Devin Haney have the ability to switch just like Lomachenko. But Lomachenko is something I've seen in fighters from the Baltic regions, like from Russia or the Ukraine. They have this, they enjoy it. It's like fighting, it's like Rocky. It's like, come on, bring it. I'm like, you're not scared this guy's gonna punch you in the face? I'm not scared. So bring it, bring it. These guys enjoy danger. And tomorrow night you will be entertained when you see two fighters who's not scared of like they like to stand in the pocket and throw bombs, bro. You're gonna see Lomachenko put all the ballerina thing in this in full display because he loves playing. That's why they call him the Matrix. To hit this guy, man, these two guys, like I've watched these guys fight like fights after fights after fights, just like Floyd Mayweather of old. Not a single cut. Not a single cut. Me, you see, I fought amateur. You see, I got split right here. You see my cut? They got me nice with this one. These guys, not a single cut. I'm like, how do you fight for 12 rounds, get punched in the face like this? When I watched Cambosis fought Devin Haney the last time in Australia, two times. This guy came out of the fight like he was just jumping at the sun. I'm like, ah. I said, what in the... Same goes for Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez beat this guy in the pandemic, Cambosis, in the pandemic to claim the belts from him. And Teofimo Lopez is another one that is hungry for the belt right now. He's very hungry, folks. Teofimo Lopez want the head of either winners. And he will, I expect him to be somewhere next around Mike Tyson this Saturday to be cheering or jeering because I know you don't like neither of them because he wanted to fight Lomachenko first. But sadly, the situation happened where he had to go away. Now he's back to claim what he says his, and knowing that Devin Haney worked hard for them belts, it's not yours. So, winner of this fight will have to face Teofimo Lopez. But gentlemen, Papa Lomachenko, F Loma, respect for creating such a wonderful boxer, by the way. F Loma, your son win the belt tomorrow night. Or Mr. Bill Haney, if your son win, please don't forget about my favorite fighter, Shakur Stevenson. After the both, neither of them fight Teofimo Lopez, please give my boy a shot. He deserved to get a shot at the belt. Shakur Stevenson deserved to get a shot at the belt. Let us be second in line after Teofimo Lopez, please. Okay. And to recap my daily sports report, again, folks, don't forget your favorite pick should be Devin Haney, youth, defending the belt. Because don't forget, Loma made him wait for 4 years before he got his shot. 4 years. That's why I'm picking Devin Haney to win this match tomorrow night. On decisions, 12 round. If a TKO happen, it'll be a miracle. Co-main event, Maloney from Great Britain and Oscar Valdez to recover from his loss. And if you happen to be in the football world, don't forget, again, I will give you your pick again tomorrow for the football world. Borussia Dortmund will beat Augsburg, to all you football watchers out there, European football or English football. Bayern Munich, because I'm feeling it, will beat RB Leipzig. Done deal. And in England, in the Premier League, I expect Manchester United to capitulate against Bournemouth. You will lose. I know you're stubborn. You don't want to lose. You will fall against Bournemouth. Draw or lost, you will lose against Bournemouth because they beat you the last time you faced them in 2019. And I expect Arsenal to make me proud after you guys embarrassed us in our home fixtures. Beat Nottingham Forest. Finish your season strong. Starters Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Fabio Vieira, and I expect what's his name to be on the bench, Granit Xhaka, because it's your last game for us, Xhaka. Take a break. Take a break. Don't take a, it's not take, don't take a break. Sit yet. You're not done yet. The contract are still being finalized by Bayer Leverkusen. When it's done, and then give us your last game at the Emirates in a grandstand ovation to thank you after your kindly, wonderful 7 years playing with us as an Arsenal player. And I expect Emil Smith Rowe to take the mantra this Saturday morning to start for us in the midfield. Smith Rowe, you have been called to start this game for us this Saturday. And like Eddie Guerrero like to say, because I gotta go. Today is Eddie Guerrero holiday, bro. For me, I gotta give Eddie Guerrero his respect because this luchador was the greatest boxer and the greatest luchador in the history of WWE. And oh, by the way, guys, respect to let me pause this for a second. Wrestling world, there was a guy by the name of Billy Graham, probably beyond your generation. He passed away this week. If you watch wrestling, I saw somebody post him on my page, and that is a wrestler, of course. If you guys know the great one, Titus, I believe I think I might have the wrong person, but Billy Graham passed away recently. If you guys used to like this guy, he used to compete with the likes of Hulk Hogan back in the day. Old school wrestling, old school, old school, old school. But RIP to him. But again, my focus is on RIP Senor Eddie Guerrero. On that note, we're about to take you guys out to the dance of Latino heat. Eddie Guerrero. Hola, Lewe. Uh, Chavito, bring las coches. Hola, I'll see you tomorrow night. Hola, Lewe.